Hello fans, welcome to Man Utd Transfer HQ. Stay updated with the latest transfer gossip and breaking news.
Today news is Roy Keane questions, sad, Marcus Rashford transfer as Man United striker set for Aston Villa debut. Aston Villa news from Birmingham Live as Manchester United legend Roy Keane has his say on Marcus Rashford's move to Villa Park. Marcus Rashford will be in the spotlight today if he makes his predicted Aston Villa debut against Tottenham in the FA Cup following his loan move from Manchester United. But for Red Devils legend turned outspoken pundit Roy Keane, he's questioned how the 27-year-old striker will manage to get his hunger back after swapping Old Trafford for Villa Park. Rashford, who has been at Manchester United since he was a child, opted to move on in January following a bombshell interview where he revealed he wanted to depart shortly after the arrival of Ruben Amorim. After scoring just seconds into Amorim's first game at Ipswich, things went downhill quickly for the pair. He did not play again after being dropped for the Manchester Derby on December 15. It is sad but has been on the cards the last year or two, the former Manchester United captain said. Clearly they didn't get on. The strange things is I thought he'd go abroad for a new adventure, but to go to Villa surprised me. If he has lost the hunger at United, how is he going to get it at Aston Villa? Ian Wright, meanwhile, was working alongside Keane and fought Rashford's corner, suggesting that a change of scenery could do him good, even if his new club is in the same league. We know where United want to be, but he is going to a team performing better, Wright said. We can't disrespect Villa and what they have done. If he can go there and recapture his form, he is a good player. We will see. Everyone talks about body language. Keane, however, wasn't having it, replying, "When you lose the hunger, it is hard to get it back. You can't compare Aston Villa to Man United. How can he have the hunger there if he doesn't have it at United?" Don't miss out on all the latest updates. Subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our second news is Barcelona star snubbed potential £58 million move to England amid Man United and Aston Villa interest, as Catalan wonderkid opted to stay in Spain after shining for LaLiga giants. Manchester United and Aston Villa reportedly made an inquiry about a Barcelona player, as it is understood that the Premier League clubs were willing to offer £58 million during the winter transfer window. Both sides were active during January, with the Birmingham club particularly busy, bringing 5 players to Villa Park, including Marcus Rashford and Marco Asensio, on loan. Meanwhile, Ruben Amorim's band was interested in a striker throughout the transfer window but secured the deals with youngsters Patrick Dorgu from Lecce and Aiden Heaven from Arsenal's under-21s. United's exit deals were more notable as they loaned out Rashford and Antony after falling out of favor under the Portuguese manager. Furthermore, according to Spanish outlet Sport, both clubs were willing to offer £58 million to bolster their midfield with Barcas Fermin Lopez. However, the Spaniard made it clear from the first moment that he did not want to hear any offer, with the 21-year-old player eager to continue playing for the Catalan giants. United are known to be longtime admirers of Lopez's talents amid their recent changes in midfield, as Christian Eriksen is expected to leave the club at the end of the season, and former Real Madrid star Casemiro is no longer considered a regular starter. However, the Spaniard is confident in his desire to continue at Barca despite his limited playing time compared to his last campaign under Xavi. Under new boss Hansi Flick, the 21-year-old returned from the Olympics with an injury, which left him out of several crucial games at the start of the season. The youngster found himself in an even more challenging situation considering the fierce competition in Barcelona's midfield, which includes Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, Marc Casado, Gavi, and Pablo Torre. He started only on 5 occasions in his 14 games in La Liga, scoring 2 goals and delivering 2 assists. However, he appeared on the pitch from the first minutes in the 5-0 away win against Valencia in the Spanish Cup, where he found the back of the net in the 23rd minute. In October 2024, Fermin signed a new contract at the club until 2029, and it is understood that he has a £416.5 million release clause. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man United Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below. Our third news is Erik Ten Hag's legacy at Manchester United will be a peculiar one, but one thing was for certain: he loved giving youth a chance. Gabriel Biancheri is one of many Manchester United youngsters on the brink of a first-team breakthrough. When appointed, Manchester United felt that one of Europe's greatest young coaches had arrived at Carrington, with big things expected. Ruben Amorim has promised big things but warned fans it will take time, with the past 2 months being nothing short of a disaster at Old Trafford, with the Red Devils sitting 13th in the league. Much of the issues United have faced can be attributed to Amorim having practically zero time working on the training pitch. However, this is no longer the case as the schedule eases, which means we expect to see gradual improvements made. Until we see this improvement, Amorim will remain frustrated by his team. And he's now suggested Erik Ten Hag did something better at the club than he can. Speaking on MUTV, Amorim admitted that Van Nistelrooy and Ten Hag trained this United squad better than he could. They were better than me in training this team, Amorim admitted. It's really hard because I'm a really proud guy, but I take this normally. It's not awkward. This is something which cannot continue, and we would argue now Amorim has time to actually work with his players, it will change rather rapidly. However, with this admission, it could be argued that Amorim should have kept Van Nistelrooy at the club, but the head coach has shared why this wasn't an option. Speaking later in the day on Thursday, Amorim shared with fans why the United legend ultimately was not kept in his coaching staff. I could have kept Ruud van Nistelrooy because it was a good thing for me or a popular thing to do, Amorim began. But I will not put Ruud in front of my guys, no matter what. Then I had to put a person like Ruud at the end of the hierarchy on my staff, and I think that was not fair on Ruud. This makes complete sense, considering Van Nistelrooy has since taken on the manager role at a Premier League club. Don't miss out on all the latest updates. Subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our last news is Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho react as Antony continues hot start at Betis on loan from Man United. Manchester United might be struggling for goals, but leaving the club seems to have reinvigorated Antony for now, who's thriving at Real Betis. Antony went on loan to Real Betis with United covering about 16% of his salary, with no buy option included, which clearly hints that Betis weren't exactly itching to welcome him with open arms. However, Antony dropped an MVP display on his Betis debut and followed it up with a goal on his second appearance. His teammates are calling him magic, his manager has become a fan, and the Spanish media can't contain their excitement. His United teammates Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho have reacted to his latest exploits in Spain. Antony's Real Betis couldn't take home all 3 points against Celta Vigo, losing 3-2, but it was not down to lack of trying on the Brazilian's part. He had a composed finish in the game with his trademark left-footed shot into the far corner to give Betis an early lead which they would double before squandering it. After the game, Antony went on Instagram and sent a message to the fans, expressing happiness at his maiden goal but disappointment at the result. He said, "A day of many feelings. Happy with my first goal for Betis, but sad with the result, after going ahead. We deserved more. We wanted more. We will continue to work hard to get victories and correct our mistakes for the next matches." Antony was clearly a popular figure in the dressing room despite his struggles because he always looked bogged down by the price tag. That standing in the dressing room is reflected in the comment section of Antony's post, with a healthy dose of Man United squad in there. Garnacho responded to Antony's message by calling him top, writing, "Eres top hermano," which translates to, "You are top, brother." Bruno Fernandes lauded his goal, calling it a golazo in Portuguese, while Joshua Zirkzee responded with 2 heart emojis. Antony will be next in action on February 13th, when Betis travel to Gent in the UEFA Europa Conference League playoffs. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man United Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing. What are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.